Okay, so here's an overview of how to interact with the iCS 2.0 Lite app. So your unit has been installed, and first of all we're looking to add a charger. At the very top of the screen here, you'll see just to the right of where it says George's Group, there's a small charge point icon with a plus sign. If you select that icon, you can input the serial number of your charge point and press the add button. Upon doing so, if your unit has been configured to connect to your on-site network, the unit will appear in your app. Now, quite a common feature is wanting to set up a charging schedule. So if you select your charge point, you can see here where it says schedule, there's a large orange plus icon. Now, this is particularly useful if you, say, have an off-peak energy tariff with your energy provider. I myself have an off-peak tariff which is active between midnight and 4:30 in the morning. So I'm going to select my start time of when I want my vehicle to begin charging at 12:30 AM. I want it to repeat every day, so I can select every day. And then if I scroll down to where it says advanced, I can choose how I want my charging session to stop. So I mentioned there that my off-peak tariff ends at 4:30 AM. So I have a 4-hour window where I have my off-peak tariff active, so I may choose to only charge my car during those off-peak tariff periods of 4 hours. If I want to select it to stop charging when my battery is full on my vehicle, I simply select the full option. There's also a third option of current. That is when your vehicle is getting close to being fully charged. When your charging session drops down to a certain current level, that's when you can choose for your vehicle to stop charging. You have different charging modes here. So we have fast, eco and eco plus. Fast is where you're only using power taken from the grid. Eco is where you're looking to combine power taken from the grid and any small amounts of surplus green energy that you have, usually from your PV or solar panel generation on site. And eco plus mode is where you're only using green energy, so energy that is generated by most commonly your solar panels or possibly, say, a wind turbine. If for whatever reason you do not want your charging session to go above a certain current limit, you can choose to drop the current limit should you wish. When you're happy with your schedule, press save and that schedule will be active. If you wanted to just simply start and stop your charging session remotely, you can see below the circle at the top of the screen which has offline written inside it, there's a quite clear start button. If you press start, your vehicle, presuming it's connected to your charger, will begin charging, and if you want to stop, just press stop. You also have the option to delay the start if you wish. If your charge point needs updating, the 3 dots in the top right hand corner will be accompanied by a red dot as well. Now, we often provide firmware updates for chargers. You click on the 3 dots if it does have that red dot accompanying it, and you can see just at the bottom of the screen there it says update firmware. Press update firmware and your charge point will have the latest firmware applied to it. If you would like to review previous charging data from previous charging sessions you've done, you'll see there's a record button at the bottom there. If you select that, you can look at the previous usage data from charging sessions that have occurred in the past. Now, at the very top, I've got it currently set to 7 days. However, you can change that to the previous 30 days, previous 90 days, or previous year. Now, that might just be information that you're genuinely interested in, or perhaps you are charging a business vehicle at home and you need to provide charging data to your employer. So that's particularly useful for those instances. And that is a general overview of the main features and functionality of the iCS 2.0 Lite app. If in future you are looking to add battery storage system to your property, then we can also incorporate your battery storage system and show the flow of energy in a diagram like the one highlighted here.